Well, hello everybody, BugEater64 here, and guess what? Yep, it's true. I'm going to do my second ever flight in the MD-11 made by SkySimulations in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are flying from Greenville, Spartanburg International up to KBOS, up in Boston, the international airport there. And we're going to see if we can do a lot better job than we did in the first time when I went from Greenville down to Grand Cayman. Done a lot more research, did some checking, learned a few things about this aircraft, and we're going to give it our best shot for this at this point of our knowledge. So with that, let's get inside the aircraft, let's get this bird up and running, and let's get flying. See you inside the cockpit. Okay, welcome. Here we are at Greenville, Spartanburg International, upstate South Carolina, getting ready to fly the MD-11. It's a fun flight, but we're going to fly this bird up to KBOS, Boston. Fly into the international airport and see if we can do this a lot better than our last flight. It's a relatively short flight for this aircraft, being that it's only close to 600 miles. So let's get the aircraft ready here. Make sure our fuel switches are off. Let's go ahead and get some power going here. Battery on. And we need to get the APU started. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, start up the APU. Just wait a few seconds here. I'm going to go ahead and throw on my nav. And that's... Okay, good to go. APU is on. All right, so with that, we now have, looks like our beacon is on. Let's go ahead and, okay, so the avionics are on. A bit bright outside, so, and you can hear the APU running there. Okay, that's all looking good. And let's go ahead and look at the FMC. Now, I am no good at FMC. I'm usually using GTN 750 and my other aircraft or the Garmin 530s. So it has been a very long time since I used one of these, but we're going to give it our best shot. Now, I planned my flight plan in little nav map, and I was able to save it as a Microsoft flight. So I loaded it into the sim, and we'll see how we go here. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a very long time. And okay, let's go ahead. Our flaps is going to be 15. Add that in there. And our speeds, okay, 171, 77, and 79. Okay. So that looks good. There's our flight plan. Going to KBOS. 704 miles. Okay. So it looks like we got the FMC set up. Let's go ahead and get the engine started on this old girl. Yeah, the MD-11 was an aircraft derived from the DC-10. We'll start with, which one? I think I'm supposed to start with engine 3, but I'm going to go ahead and start with engine 1, I believe. We'll hit the start button. Okay. And then we wait for our gauge to come up to between 11 and 15 or 16 and throw in the fuel, and the engine should start right up. Not too shabby. But as I was saying, it was derived from the DC-10. It's a little longer, the wings are longer, and it had 3-engine configuration like the DC-10, but it was set up differently. And unfortunately, it did have some bad luck. And I call it bad luck. It was just... Okay, engine 1 is got a good start. So let's go ahead and get the other 2 engines going. And going up, add fuel. It's just to me, it's a pretty aircraft. But then just about anything that's got wings and can get into the air, I like. Although there are some really, really ugly airplanes that I don't fly. Why? Because they're not aesthetically pleasing. They're ugly. But that's life. We all have our preferences. Okay, so get our last engine up and running. Nine, 10, 11. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we don't need those. We'll go ahead and throw on some lights just because we can. Like the taxi lights. Now, in most cases, I should be using the checklist. I grant you that. But page 1, just getting the pre-flight, is 51 items. And it just takes too long, so that's why I've kind of condensed it down. So we're going to be flying at 32,000 feet, I believe, is what I want. So this is only the second time I've ever flown this aircraft, and we're still learning it. But we're doing the best we can. So 32,000, Initial climb rate is going to be, let's see, move that up to 32 also, or 2,500 feet. Going to set the top speed at 250 because under 10,000, we don't want to break that. So our flight plan is loaded. Speed brakes are set to take off. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good right now. Engines are running smoothly, warmed up. Bright sunny day, that's for sure. Okay, so V1's going to be at 171. So,
rear ground air Americano execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 request taxi for departure to the north with whiskey. Air Americano execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 taxi to and hold short of runway 22 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 120.1 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 22 using taxiway Alpha Air Americano execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
okay, one of the things I've found is it's a little bit hard for me. I have to do some changes to my visual settings. But when I'm flying, and especially during takeoff, I have a bit of a problem seeing clearly the speed tape on the MFD. So, we'll see how that works today. That was the problem with my very first flight, and I couldn't see the speed tape, so I wasn't sure what it looked like 170 and it was only like 140. So, and they're telling me that I can't get a pushback. So what I'm going to do is I will make my own pushback. And they can kiss my tail end. So let's go ahead and plan it. Here we go. And we will move so we can see where we want to place this aircraft. All right, there's my taxiway. Okay. So we shall put it where we want the aircraft. Hit enter. And we will get ready to push back. So, probably wasn't a pushback available because Greenville Spartanburg International is not used to this size aircraft coming in here. They get 737s and the like. They don't get big wide body aircraft coming in that often, so. Okay, so let's apply the parking brake. That's done, and we can go ahead and get ready to call for taxi. And let's get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. Okay, things are looking okay. Parking brake is released. We're going to start edging our way down to runway 22. Okay, so let's get down there. And hopefully, in the next update in the sim, they will fix this big rectangular grassy patch in the middle of my taxiway. That is definitely not there. So let's get up here to our hold short and get ready for takeoff. It is a pretty and very big airplane.
Rear tower Air Americano XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 ready for north departure at runway 22.
Air Americano XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 altimeter 29.9 wind calm departure to the north approved.
Okay, flap should be set at 15.
Runway 22.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 Air Americano XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
So we can turn off the APU, which I actually could have done earlier, but there's some last minute housekeeping. We are going to pull out onto the runway. Double check our trim Alright, let's double check some things here. Doors and everything are secured and closed. Okay, flaps are set at 15. Everything's looking good. Let's double check our trim. If you look at that page with the aircraft in it, that upper right-hand corner of that thing, you see what just turned green? That is your trim indicator, and when it's green, your trim is right. If you don't do that, then bitchin' Betty will just start yelling at you, which she does sometimes anyway. Alright, engine power coming up. Should be between 97 and 101, but we'll see how it goes. So the trim isn't quite right. If she's yelling stabilizer, it has something to do with trim. Okay. And I'm trying to look at different things and not keeping where I need to be, and I am still too slow. Anyway, but we're close. Alright, get up in the air. I didn't bounce it this time like I did last time. We got it in the air. Now he's at V1, and I'm pulling the landing gear up. Okay. Things will be better, I promise. She's a little bit different than a DC-3. Okay.
Rear tower Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 continue for north departure.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the autopilot.
Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Rear tower Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 frequency change. Rear approach Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 is type 1 miles west of Sierra Charlie 58 2,700 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 rear approach. Squawk 7225.
Okay, flaps up, gears up, everything's looking good there.
Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 radar contact 3 miles
Okay,
west
we'll
of
go back
Sierra
to
Charlie
the
58 4000 feet.
engine panel.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
On our way to 32,000 feet. Once we get past 10,000 feet, then we'll up the speed. Alright, so
Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010, you are leaving my airspace radar service terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Air America X Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010. Atlanta Center Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 is type 3
Yes.
miles northeast
We're
of
getting there
rear
in a hurry.
9,900 feet. Request flight following.
Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 Atlanta Center. Squawk 5727.
Squawk 5727 Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 radar contact 5 miles northeast of Greer 11,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Okay, so we are now, since we had a very uneventful flight, everything seemed to work fairly well. Even the pilot did his job kind of okay, but we're on approach into Boston. So, here we go. And as you can see, we have been descending from 32,000 feet down to, we're actually going to go down to 2,500. The runway is in front of us. We're going to get there. Okay, I have the airplane.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Okay, let's see if I can hand fly this girl.
Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray
Gear coming down.
Cleared to land runway 4 right. Cleared to land runway 4 right. Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
Spoilers out. Trying to slow us down. I hear you.
2,500. Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
And we're coming into runway 4 right.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yeah. Talk, 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 talk.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay, so we got our speed down.
1,000.
Still a little high, but we're getting onto the. I see 3 whites, 1 red. 2 whites, 2 reds,
500.
3 reds. Okay, we're gonna be fine.
Approaching minimum.
A little bit left of center.
Minimum.
Come on, girl.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. We're down. Okay, well that wasn't pretty. Not bad. Wasn't that pretty though.
Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 contact ground on 134.05.
Apparently I didn't hit the binding for my reversers hard enough because they are working. I just messed up. But we're here at Boston. We're safe. Everything's looking okay.
Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010. Did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, I heard your last transmission.
134.05 for Air Americano Exex Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
So, welcome to Boston International. And that sun, like I said, was bright today. So, let's get over here on the taxiway and start moving towards the parking area. Yeah, I'd like to make those MFDs a little brighter, but I haven't found a control for it. I'll have to do some more research. Like I said, a lot to learn in this aircraft. She's not study level, but there's still a lot going on.
Ground Air Americano Execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-Ray 010 request taxi to parking. Air Americano Execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-Ray 010 taxi to General Aviation Parking via taxiway November cross runway tree left November Alpha Echo Echo 1 Kilo. Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via taxiway November cross runway tree left November Alpha Echo Echo 1 Kilo Air Americano Execs Alpha Alpha Delta X-Ray 010.
So the Skymaster, or SkySimulations MD-11, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Had a good flight. It flies well. I don't see any real issues that way. It's needs some work with systems and so on, but you know, this is not and never has been said to be a study level aircraft. It's, in my opinion, and strictly my opinion, it is not worth the price point. But for people who just want to have fun flying a big bodied jet to go long distances, this is a lot of fun. So I certainly have enjoyed it, and I'm hoping you've enjoyed watching me make a silly fool of myself trying to learn this airplane. That's what us old guys are best at. Jack of all trades and truly a master of none. So let's move a little bit forward here. We'll get the parking brake on and be done. Well, there you have it. We made it. We landed. We didn't break the airplane. Wasn't the prettiest, I'll agree, but 1,000% better than our first try down in Grand Cayman. At least this time I landed on the runway. What can I tell you? Anyway, another look at this aircraft, which is just so much fun to fly. She is definitely not a study level, never professed to be. She's just great fun, and I really enjoy her, and I'm looking forward to making some very long flights. I will be making my next flight in FS Airlines, because we've added this bird to our fleet, and I will be going from Sydney, Australia to Honolulu, Hawaii. So look forward to that one, because that's 4,400 plus miles. So that one should be very interesting. Until then, hope you enjoyed the ride. Hope you enjoyed the flight. I really appreciate all of you. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to put them down below in the comments section. I like and I read every one of them. Always accept constructive criticism. And I've still got a lot to learn about the FMC and so on in this aircraft. So until then, this is Bug Eater 64. Be well, and remember, as always, safe flying.